Hi, good morning. Good morning. We're gonna talk about coins, the importance of coins and how they came about. The 1 cent piece, the nickel, the dime, the quarter. So we're gonna turn it over to my friend Gregory the Great. And he was talking about the importance of the 1 cent piece and how it's milled and when it was started. So walk back to the beginning of our mintage.
Okay, well, so the United States became a country in 1783. Congress realized we needed our own coins, and so in 1792 they established the mint, and then delineated how coins were going to be made. And all coins were made out of a precious metal. They were made out of either copper or silver, and eventually gold. Nowadays they're made out of platinum.
Platinum.
But they started coinage back then. What they had, what they set up in our Congress was they would have a half-cent piece, a 1 cent piece, a half dime, a dime, a quarter dollar, a half dollar, and a dollar, because that was enough for our economy at the time. And they would even the merchants would cut the coins into pieces. If something was only like a quarter of a cent, they would take a half-cent piece and cut it in half and give you half of it back. Because it was
really?
So it might have been 3 1/4 cents, whatever it was. So they would cut them in half or give you a half of a cent back.
Oh, that probably wasn't good for the people in the coinage, huh? They're cutting my coins up, man.
It was exciting now when you find a bit of a coin like that. Man, that's a really exciting thing to find that. And so all these coins were made out of precious metals. Our coins are no longer made out of precious metals. They're made mainly out of nickel and copper.
Oh, and nickel comes from where?
From the nickel mines. So,
where's the nickel mine at?
we do have some here in the United States. The biggest ones are in Russia.
Russia? Wow, Russia's behind our coinage. Hey, look there.
Part of our coins. So these coins were minted, and plus the United States, especially in the 1800s, had different types of coins made. For a period of time, we had a 3 cent piece.
And they had the buffalo head nickel.
Well, that was just the design of the nickel.
Oh, yeah.
We ended up with a nickel because of the silver, needing the silver for the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
So that's when they started using nickel to make the 5 cent piece. And now we refer to it as a nickel because it was made out of nickel.
And they used to have the wheat back penny?
The wheat back penny, that's just the design of the 1 cent piece.
Was that because farming was so important back then?
That's correct. So farming was important.
Now it ain't too much.
Not as much.
And so after civil rights, that's when they put the Lincoln Memorial on the back?
Well, that was not until 1960.
Yeah, after the civil rights.
Oh, civil rights, 1960.
You think that had something to do with it? Civil rights was more important than farming?
Right.
Could be. You know, a lot of people live in the city.
So we have all these different coins made, and we have coins still made here in the United States for us to use. And I think that is important for our society, for stability of our society. They don't use the precious metals because it costs too much money to mint a coin using.
Well, how much does it cost to make a penny?
If they would use it right now, I think it costs like 3 cents or 4 cents to make a 1 cent piece. And if they were making it out of copper, no telling how much it would cost.
Oh, so 1 cent piece is a penny.
It's a penny. It's called one. Yeah, we don't mint pennies. The United States does not mint pennies.
We don't mint them?
We don't.
You just mint dimes and nickels?
We mint 1 cent piece, a 5 cent piece, a 10 cent piece, a 25 cent piece.
What's a penny?
A 1 cent piece.
Oh, okay. So the term is penny.
A 1 cent piece.
Yeah, but we call it a penny.
We call
that a 1 cent piece.
But it's actually a 1 cent piece. Pennies are minted in England. England has pennies. The United States, Canada has 1
Wow,
cent.
that's pretty cool.
Because it's 1% of a dollar. That's where it comes from. It's 1% of a dollar. It takes
1 cent. Yeah, okay, I understand. That's pretty good. I never thought, but I never really thought about it in a percentage wise.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we can't get rid of our 1 cent pieces, because then our taxes would go up. If we don't have a 1 cent piece, 1% of a dollar that you could pay with a coin as a tax, right? If we do away with the 1 cent piece, then our taxation is going to go up to the next usable coin, which is the 5 cent piece. So all of our taxes would immediately go up.
So, well, you collect coins, don't you?
I do.
What's your favorite coin?
Oh, geez, the Walking Liberty $50 is
The Walking Liberty
is
$50.
very pretty. The Standing Liberty quarter is very pretty. You mentioned the Indian Head 5-cent piece, which is I think is a very noble and pretty coin.
I like the one where they were having the different national parks on the back of the quarter.
So that's just on the back of the quarters, yes.
I like that. And the one had the states, the different states I remember seeing.
Well, that's just the design of the coins.
And so on the coin, they also have, they're collectibles.
Right.
But they have different symbols on the coin, like
Yes.
they have a D or a C, a little initial on there. You see.
Actually,
Somebody-
they have them in 2 different places.
So what does that represent?
Well, we have different mints in the United States.
Oh, so that's a mint.
So they're minted in different places, so they could be minted. If there's no mint mark, or a P stands for Philadelphia, that's where the first mint was started.
Oh,
So we
okay.
still have a mint in Philadelphia. We have a mint in Denver and a mint in San Francisco that are used to mint a lot of our coin used in everyday life. Or there's also
You really
a mint-
like coins, don't you?
There's also a mint at West Point. West
Wow.
Point is where they mint a lot of the coins, the specialty coins, like silver coins.
Yeah,
They
maybe
still
like the
mint
presidential
silver
coins they come out with.
They presidential coins. They also mint silver coins in West
That are
Point.
not maybe used for common currency, made for collectibles.
Commerce, right. Those are made for collectibles instead of commerce.
okay.
Correct, the word is commerce.
Yeah, so they're standard penny, nickel, and diamond quarters for commerce,
Yes.
but they do mint collectibles.
Absolutely.
Wow, at West Point.
At West Point.
Wow,
And
that's something I never would have knew.
They also minted coins in New Orleans and in Carson City, Nevada.
Wow, that's a lot of places. I didn't know coins were that popular.
Well,
man.
they minted coins in Carson City, especially the silver dollars, because of the silver mines that were developed.
All the silver mines.
And that people they would transport the silver on trains to the other mints. Okay, and so that if you robbed the train, the silver from the train was the loss of the train company, not
That going into the wild, wild west.
Wild West. So they opened a mint in Carson City and in Denver to mint the coins, because if you rob the train of the United States coinage, it becomes a problem of the United States federal government. And so they send out the FBI and whoever, whatever organizations, the federal government organizations at the time. It was a federal crime to rob the coins from the train.
Well, woo-hoo! We're pulling out of station. Hope you had a little good insight on the coins. Any last words?
Don't be afraid.
God bless you.